I'm just actually going to do my makeup in video form today, so... And I just cut the hime bit of my hair, and I think I cut it way too far back, so it looks a bit shit. Anyways, I was trying to use my favorite moisturizer, but it's out! So I'm using this one. I just put it on. It's so grubby. But my sister got it for me and it's really good. It's the Water Bank. Okay, then my favorite makeup product ever. I have pretty good skin, so I almost never use foundation, and I use this instead, and it's the best. I got a setting spray the other week, but I literally don't know where I put it, and my room looks disgusting right now, and I can't find it, so it's just been lost. And I have this is the foundation side, and this is like the blush side-ish, and I just have to remember not to use this side on my face so it doesn't all go pink. But this is where I take advantage of having good skin. I don't know if that's good English. I moved here when I was 5, and I'm still figuring English out. But basically I don't get spots easily, and I've always had good skin, so that's why I'm a ratty bitch with my makeup, because it doesn't do anything. It's very unlikely that I will pop it, basically. Okay. Now, I usually do pretty basic makeup, but shall I spice it up? I'm doing fuck all today. I'm waiting to get paid from work, and I had to ask my mum for 20 quid that I'll have to send back to her because I'm so deep. Like, I don't have any money. Anyways, good. This is good. I like it. I sometimes use the light bit too, but I'm not sure about it. I think for me, the thing is I don't really need to cover up bags, and I kind of like a light bag, you know, like a little bit of something. And then I get more creasing if I put anything under there, and I don't have powder because I'm kind of like medium dry, so. But this, get rid of those chins, come on. And there you go. My cheekbones are good, but they're not snatched. And I don't know if anyone else remembers, but that Power of Makeup video from like 2016. I know makeup is a bit, because my sister is right, we have gotten more trad. In some ways I'm okay with it, because I don't, for example, like plastic surgery, even though I would love to get my tits done. So we've gone lighter on the makeup, you know, Mormon wife style. But I remember watching that video when I was a teen and thinking, whoa, that woman's face really did change with the contouring. And it was like a united or kind of unison layer of makeup. I don't think she looked massively cakey, even though there was a lot on. But I still have never had that kind of like moment with it where I've gone from from like a 5 to a 10 all of a sudden. So I just maybe don't have the right beat figured out. And the risk with contour for me is, and I think if I really do accentuate the cheeks, I just look a bit chubbier. Because now, and my mum, she's stunning, but she has even bigger cheekbones than I do. And I think hers really do jut out like this. So it's almost like I'm making my face look even more like my mum's. Meanwhile, I think I just have like a slightly tighter, rounder version of that. Well, there you go. Okay. My favourite makeup item ever is blush. So if you see people running around with clowny blush, I swear I'm on the same, like, carriage of the train as them. If that makes sense, you know? Right. I have fuck all in terms of eyeshadow, but thank you to the most gorgeous girl on earth, Genevieve, for this eyeshadow, which I use as highlighter as well. And it says Cézanne on it. I'll be chewing on those French apples with Genevieve in heaven, I swear. But it's a beautiful Japanese eyeshadow. And I do love that pale kind of shimmery look, so she's a genius. She tapped into the core when she picked it up, even if she was doing it absentmindedly, you know, you have to give it to Genevieve. Right. Shall I do, like, more base makeup? I have a tester for the Chanel fondant foundation. I don't know if I can even upload all of this on Instagram, to be honest. Like 7 minutes. Might have to be like 3 parts. Lame. Because it's like a YouTube video, you know? I have a MacBook Neo now, which is the worst for video games, so I'm not going to be able to play Sims on this one. I have to do it on my laptop, which the hinge is broken off of my last one. And I was trying to get Sims Medieval, which is my favourite old version of Sims. Like, people who went to school with me can attest to the fact that instead of doing homework, I was playing Sims Medieval. Which is not that quirky, but I just, like, had a weird obsession with it. And I was trying to download it for the lols and the memories. But I think I have to have a way older version of Windows, and essentially it's one of those archival kind of games now where you can't find it anywhere. Like, you can look for torrented versions, you can look for like weird websites to get it off of. And I'm a mastermind at torrent. It's like one of the first things my dad taught me when I was 5 was how to torrent. That's what immigrants do, baby. We just steal shit. No, I shouldn't keep making jokes like that because I don't do that. But I do know how to torrent really well. And the version just flopped. Like, I couldn't load Create a Sim. I was trying to make Jen, Hannah, and I in Sims Medieval for an Instagram post. Which isn't like work to me, it's like fun. I like look at my Instagram, I think no one gives a fuck about it. Time to think of random other bullshit to post on here that makes people go, ooh, am I the worst person on this app? No. Because there's other nutters on there that are clearly just trolling. But I had my Instagram post ready in my head. I had mapped out who I was. Hannah was going to be a spy, I was going to be a knight, and I was making Jen a monarch because Jen's the baby of the group, and I just feel like that fits, you know, like. And I had outfits mapped for the Creator Sim. It's Ed Atkins pilled still, but that like teenage girl version, you know, that I've been riding that train for a hot minute, you know. Like Bart Simpson style. Shout out to Mads, my best friend Björk's boyfriend, who also loves Bart Simpson. I feel like it's difficult to do the girl version of it, but you know, you give it a go in life. But anyways, I couldn't get the download to work, and then I tried other versions, and I think I would have had to like fiddle with the file. And I did see on Reddit some shit people were posting, like, oh, this is how you could get it to work, but I just couldn't get it to work, and I was like mid-tier annoyed about it, honestly. Because I used to be able to get it to work on there, so I don't know. And EA are really weird. They go between wanting to profit off of... Let's give this as well. Oh, and I've seen people putting it, like, on the sides of their nose. I don't normally, but now that I'm doing a video, I feel like, well, go big or go home, you know. Yeah. But they're really weird. Sometimes they have the old games. Like, I've definitely gotten Sims 2 before. On their archival, there's like old game something, the name of it. On like the archival site where EA have basically said, this isn't like intellectual property that we are going to put on the market anymore. So you can just download it for free. But now I'm pretty sure, or I believe, it is back on Steam. So they want to profit off of it again. I'm taking credit for that single-handedly, that Sims 2 being a profitable, what is it called? Title. Again, because it's my favourite. Björk's favourite is Sims 3, which I do understand. From the Ed Atkins kind of post-art school perspective, Sims 3 is a bit more Uncanny Valley, but Sims 2 is more fun, and the best thing about it is that those starter families, for anyone who played back in the day, the lore was so good. Like, you truly opened that game up and thought a bunch of nutters that were kind of pre-millennial, I guess, really sat down and crafted a tale for you to work with. But I think only in the recent years have I really allowed myself to let go and have more fun in the game. Because I was really uptight in school. Even though I was like skirt rolled up all the way, which so many girls did. Like one pen, loose papers, and I skived school a bunch. But I lived really far away, and I didn't enjoy school a lot. So I don't know. My mum was a cleaner, and she worked really far from our house as well. So I guess one of my excuses, other than just being one of those kids that was a hermit and always on the computer, was knowing that my mum had to travel so far to work as well. So I'd be like, just let me stay at home, I'll study from home, and then I wouldn't fucking study. I'd like go on Tumblr. And not even to do like cool stuff. I remember being sat on a plane with another girl from my year, and she had like an aesthetics Tumblr, which I kind of ventured into later, but I would make GIFs of like American TV shows at 3 a.m. so that I would come into school completely dead. Like, I looked like I was ill, but I was so ADHD but I think it just made me normal. Like, I don't know. And I don't want to be that cutscene of, like, girls talking about having ADHD where they're like, oh my god, like, no one ever noticed that I had it. It's so different to the boys. No, I've said I have ADHD less than people have told me I have it. But it's just, I think discernment is the word of the century. There's nothing worse than having ADHD and not, like, knowing how to weaponize it. Because some people just act all the time with it. And I think girls had more discernment in school than guys did. And that made me attracted to men who are more competent and have better discernment. Because some of them do have ADHD. They're just not jacking on it 24/7 like an idiot. Like, that's the mothership word. But I was about as ADHD as you could get away with. But I was also not like shouter in class kind of person, if that makes sense. But I definitely wasn't shy. I'm on to like my third blushing product. Like, what is wrong with me? I don't know. Like, this is just... And every time I'm doing my makeup, I'm like, what if my blush fades during the day? Jesus. I blame smoking for coughing. I need to do the on the bit of my eyebrows because I'm starting to look like a sexy cave woman, but and I don't know, thoughts on makeup from the, you know, gender studies feminist angle thing, but I just do love the artistry of it, even if that's a cop-out word. Maybe I do just want people to look at me and be like, damn, she looks like a baddie. But then when a guy says it, I get so much more defensive. I'm like, how dare you call me a baddie? But then I hate when guys think I'm being good. Does that make sense? It's a complex maneuver. I never want everything I do to be for men. But then there's no, like, way to prevent that being how shit's interpreted, right? And it's like, I do my makeup for the girlies. Anyways, I picked this up because Maria Boyko, the myth, the legend, suggested it. But I didn't get as dark of a shade as the one she has. But I always see the ads for this. And it's always someone's mum. Going like, CBA to reapply. Baby screaming in the back. Get a wonder skin. But I'm just, like, bad at reapplying. It's not because I have a baby screaming in the back. Which I think I am a bit cocky in some ways. I just feel like if I had a baby, I'd find a way to entertain it. Sometimes what I worry about is things I don't like about my parents, or I didn't like about my parents when I was a teen, were things that they developed a pattern of doing together to entertain me or to keep me from crying. So, like, that was the bit that worked. But obviously it'd be a massive sacrifice to give up your entire personality just to do being a parent the way your kids like. But then I feel like I would be such a simp for my kids. And I would be like, oh, when they were 5, they found it hilarious when I was like this. They were like, this is the premium version of my parent. I have to, like, give constant, like, nods to that. or like find a way to weave that in. Also, I can't believe this is taking 20 minutes. I'm clearly chatting away. I'm using an old sock to wipe this. It's supposed to be 20 seconds, but I don't know how long. And I need to get my purse because I have more shit in there. Just a second. I've got shorts on, but they're a bit short.